I'm convinced that Arsenal are just never going to achieve anything meaningful under Mikel Arteta. And it has little to do with his ability in terms of just pure football management. His tactical acumen is great. His philosophy is, I think, fine for the most part. Um, but when you're constantly trying to play victim and constantly trying to pass blame for failures, it just reeks of desperation. And, in a sense that for a team that hasn't achieved what there is to achieve in football, you can't have somebody like that at the forefront of your leadership. The second they lost the first leg of the semi-finals to PSG, he has a sit-down interview and berates the fact that he had 7 first teamers out and how ridiculous it is and unfair it is and how no one else could possibly have achieved what they've achieved in such circumstances, which firstly is absolute BS. But that aside, they're preparing for the second leg in Paris, and he's spending his pregame talking down the fact that they haven't won trophies because it involves an element of luck that they just haven't had. And aside from the fact that the facts that he tried to point out were horrifically wrong, that Liverpool have won the title on a points tally that's less than what Arsenal achieved, and just ignoring the fact that they had achieved a higher points per game return over the 35 games when they secured the league than what Arsenal did the past 2 seasons. But let's not let fact get in the way of a good narrative here for Mikel Arteta. But those sort of things are just not what you want to see from a head coach and from someone who's trying to lead their team to glories that they just haven't achieved in a very, very long time. Like, we're talking 20 years since they've won the Premier League. They've never won the Champions League. So all in all, it's for me, it's nothing to do with Arteta as a as a tactician as a whole. It's everything to do with his attitude that I think is what's going to ultimately hold back this Arsenal team from ever achieving anything meaningful while he is sort of at the tenure and leading the helm.